Only 10 minutes left. This is not just a phrase that passes like the ticking of a clock. It is the whisper of eternity calling your name with urgency. It is God Himself watching your heart and crying out because you have ignored Him too many times. It is His voice trembling through the unseen realms saying, "Please, do not skip this again." For every time you scroll away, every time you refuse to open the message He sent directly to your soul, you wound His heart, you make His tears fall upon the earth, and though He is infinite and eternal, His love for you is tender enough to be hurt when you keep walking away. God is crying tonight because He sees how close you are to losing something you cannot afford to lose. And yet His mercy holds the clock back, His compassion stops the storm from breaking in full force, His angels stand as guards at your side while you hesitate, but this time He is saying only 10 minutes left because heaven's patience has reached its edge, and you cannot keep ignoring Him as though His voice does not matter. When God says something unexpected is about to happen suddenly, He means it, because the sudden things of God arrive like lightning across the sky. They do not give you time to prepare, they do not wait for your convenience, they burst forth when the world is asleep, they come when your guard is down, and if your heart is not open, if your spirit is not awake, you will miss the divine visitation that could have changed your entire destiny. He has been warning you again and again, yet you think there will always be more time. You believe tomorrow will stretch itself out like a blanket of comfort for you, but what if tomorrow never comes in the way you expect? What if this is the final hour? What if these 10 minutes are the last chance for you to respond before the door closes like it did in the days of Noah when the ark was sealed and the rain came suddenly? Do not think this is exaggeration, for the Spirit of the Lord does not speak empty words. He does not send warnings unless they are needed, and right now He says with trembling passion, "Please don't ignore this. Don't skip, don't hurt Him again, because His eyes are wet with tears over your soul." You may not realize this, but the unseen heavens have been moving on your behalf. Angels have been fighting battles you never knew existed. Michael has drawn his sword countless times against the forces that wanted you destroyed. Gabriel has delivered messages that you left unopened, and yet they kept guarding you because God ordered them not to give up on you. But tonight, this message comes as a last knock, a final plea, a desperate cry from the throne itself, because the Father who loves you more than anyone can imagine is weary of being pushed away. You think it is just words on a screen, but it is not. It is God using the very device in your hands to reach deep into your heart. It is heaven bending low, using human language to carry divine urgency. It is His cry echoing through your soul as He says, "Please don't make me cry again. Please don't reject me again, for my heart breaks each time you choose the world over my love." Something unexpected is coming, and it is closer than your breath. You will not have time to think when it arrives. You will not be able to prepare at the last second. You must open your heart now. You must choose Him now, for this sudden shift will reveal who truly stands with God and who only pretends. You may think you can handle everything by yourself. You may feel strong. You may feel like the storms of life cannot shake you, but the truth is without God you are nothing but dust, and He is the breath keeping you alive right now. If you knew how close you were to collapse, if you saw the spiritual attack planned against you, you would be on your knees trembling before Him, begging for His covering, but because His mercy shields your eyes you do not even know the danger, and this is why He is angry, this is why He says only 10 minutes left, because He has covered you for too long while you ignored Him. Do not mistake His patience for weakness, do not mistake His silence for absence, for the Lord who created heaven and earth is mighty and terrible in judgment, and if you continue to skip, if you continue to walk away, the day will come when He will step aside and let you feel the full weight of the world without His hand, and on that day you will cry out in despair wondering why He feels so far. But it will be because you refused Him again and again when He was near. But He is still near now, He is still speaking now, His tears are still falling for you now, His heart is still burning for you now, and He begs you to understand that ignoring Him is the greatest danger of all, because you cannot live without the One who gives you breath, you cannot escape the gaze of the One who formed you in the womb, you cannot silence the voice of the One who calls you by name. You must hear this. God is not against you. He is not trying to frighten you away. His anger is not the anger of hatred, but the anger of love, the anger of a parent who has warned their child not to touch fire, yet the child insists on playing with flames, the anger of a protector who sees you walking toward a cliff blindfolded, the anger of a lover who has given everything and still watches you choose betrayal. This is why He cries, this is why He warns, this is why He says only 10 minutes left, because His love is too deep to let you destroy yourself without one last cry of warning. Think of how many chances He already gave you. Think of how many nights you could have died in your sleep yet He kept you breathing. Think of how many accidents nearly touched you but His angels blocked them. Think of the times you should have been gone yet He extended your life, and then realize that every one of those moments was His way of pleading, "Don't ignore me, don't skip my love, don't turn away from the One who saves you." And now the clock is ticking louder than ever, heaven is shaking, the angels are watching, the Spirit is pleading, and God Himself says, "Only 10 minutes left, please don't break my heart again." He is crying because you matter more than you understand, He is weeping because your soul carries eternal weight, He is trembling with urgency because He knows the sudden moment approaching will expose everything, and if you are not covered in His presence, if you are not hidden under His wings, you will be swept away by the storm you never saw coming. This is why He speaks with such desperation, this is why His words are heavy, this is why He says do not ignore this. Because it is not just about now, it is about eternity, it is about where your soul will stand when the trumpet sounds, it is about whether you will be found in the light or lost in the darkness. Do not think this is just another message you can close and forget, because this one carries the weight of eternity, this one is the cry of God's broken heart. This one is the last 10 minutes of patience stretched out just for you. Every second you delay, the angels look at the clock and tremble, Michael grips his sword and watches, Gabriel holds back a trumpet that longs to sound, and God Himself holds His breath waiting for your answer. Will you still skip? Will you still ignore? Will you still wound His love? Or will you finally say yes? Will you finally bow your heart? Will you finally open the door He has been knocking at for so long? Do not hurt God again, for His tears tonight are real, His pain tonight is heavy, and yet His love tonight is deeper than ever. He is still offering you mercy, He is still giving you one last chance, He is still saying, "Come, my child, come home before it is too late." The 10 minutes are passing quickly, the clock is moving fast, and soon the sudden moment will be here. Please do not wait any longer, please do not ignore Him again, for His cry is the cry of a God who loves you beyond words, and He is calling your name right now. Only 10 minutes left. The voice of heaven is trembling because time is running so quickly, and yet your heart has been delaying, your soul has been wandering, and God Himself is reaching out to you now with a shaking, burning urgency. He says, "I have spoken, I have whispered, I have shouted, I have wept, but you have always scrolled away, you have always skipped, you have always thought that you had tomorrow. But listen, today there is no tomorrow. Only 10 minutes left. Only 10 minutes before something unexpected bursts into your life suddenly like thunder without warning. If you keep ignoring, if you keep closing your eyes, you are not only hurting yourself, you are hurting me, your God, who has been crying for you." The angels around you are restless right now. Archangel Michael himself is pressing his sword against the ground, shaking the earth because heaven is impatient. They see how close you are to stepping into something that will forever alter your path, and yet they see how distracted you have been, how easily your attention drifts away from the call that could save you. God is not angry in the way humans are angry. He is heartbroken. His anger is born from deep love, from the ache of a father who gave everything, who poured out mercy again and again, only to see his beloved child wander away into danger. He is crying because every time you skip, every time you ignore, you pierce his heart like a nail once more. Do you know why heaven is crying? Because this moment is not ordinary. You have seen messages before, you have felt warnings before, but this one is the last attempt before the storm. 10 minutes left means 10 minutes before the unexpected shows up, and you will either be prepared or you will be shattered. God does not want you to break. He wants you to stand. But you cannot stand without Him, and you cannot hear Him if you keep ignoring. He is weeping because He knows what is coming and you do not. He is begging because He knows that ignoring this could cost you something that no money, no friend, no family, no opportunity could ever replace. Right now, heaven's clock is ticking. Every second that passes is a second closer to what He already sees. The heavens are shaking, the winds are shifting, and the unseen world is moving quickly toward your doorstep. A sudden shift, a phone call you were not expecting, a revelation you never thought would come to light, a truth that was hidden in shadows but is about to be dragged into the open. God says, if you skip this, you will cry later not because I punished you, but because you did not listen when I was crying out. Imagine the face of God wet with tears for you. He is the Alpha and Omega, the Creator of the universe, the one whose voice commands galaxies and whose hand holds the oceans in place, and yet he cries when you ignore him. Not because he is weak, but because his love for you is deeper than your comprehension. Every time you scrolled past, he still forgave. Every time you delayed, he still waited. But waiting has an end, and that end is now. 10 minutes. The final chance to hear what you have ignored. The unexpected is not far, it is at the door. Archangel Michael is shouting, "Obey. Obey quickly. Open this. Do not skip." Heaven's warning is not a game. This is the hour of revelation. He holds his sword over your life, not to harm you but to defend you. Yet defense only comes if you allow heaven in. If you close the door, if you keep saying, "later," then even the strongest angel cannot step into a room you have locked. The unexpected is something you cannot fight in your own strength. But with heaven on your side, it will turn from destruction into breakthrough, from chaos into blessing. God's voice is trembling now. Why do you always ignore me? Why do you always think there will be another chance? I am crying because I see how near the danger is, and I see how near your blessing is. If you ignore this, you will walk into the danger instead of the blessing. His tears are rolling like rivers, his voice breaking the silence of eternity because he longs for you to understand the weight of this moment. The world around you may seem normal. You may think nothing is happening. But behind the curtain of the visible, a war is raging for your life, your destiny, your future. Demons are plotting, angels are fighting, heaven is declaring, and you are standing in the middle unaware. Only 10 minutes left. The unexpected is not waiting for your permission, it is already on the way. That is why God is crying. That is why he says, "Open this immediately. Don't ignore. Don't hurt me with your silence. Don't wound my heart again with delay." Child, this is not a coincidence. You are reading this because heaven arranged it. Out of millions of voices, out of endless distractions, this message was sent directly into your hands. Why? Because God has chosen you. Because your life is too precious to waste. Because what is about to happen cannot be faced without the shield of heaven. The unexpected can either be your miracle or your misery, depending on your obedience in this moment. That is why time is critical. 10 minutes. Heaven's countdown has begun. And God says again, please don't ignore. Please don't skip. Please don't wound my heart with rejection. I am crying because I love you too much to be silent. I am warning you because I don't want you destroyed by what's coming. I am angry not because I hate you but because you keep hurting yourself by ignoring me. My anger is love that refuses to give up on you. My anger is fire that refuses to watch you drown. My anger is passion that refuses to let you walk into destruction without a warning. This is why he says, open it immediately. Don't delay. Don't scroll. Don't think it's just another message. This one is not another. This one is the turning point. This one is the moment heaven cries, 10 minutes left, choose me now. God says only 10 minutes left, only a short time stands between you and the turning of destiny, yet you keep skipping, you keep pushing away the signs sent from heaven, and that is why God is crying, that is why his heart aches, because he sees the danger around you and still you hesitate, still you delay, still you think tomorrow will wait. But heaven is warning that tomorrow may not arrive the way you expect, because something sudden is approaching, something unexpected that will change everything in your path, and God is saying, do not hurt him by ignoring, do not grieve his spirit by closing your eyes, because your soul has been chosen to carry this message at this very moment. And this is not coincidence, this is not chance, this is divine urgency placed before you like a trumpet sound in the final hour, like a cry that shakes the heavens, and the angels are watching to see if you will finally listen, or if you will once again walk past the miracle that has been waiting for you. God is saying he has pleaded with you in silence. He has whispered to your heart when you were alone, he has placed signs in front of your eyes that you thought were ordinary, but they were extraordinary messages coded from heaven, yet you kept moving fast, scrolling past, turning away, and now heaven says the time has reached its edge, the clock is almost finished, only 10 minutes left. And those minutes are not measured by man's time but by God's divine countdown, and this countdown is tied to a sudden event, a moment that will shift your atmosphere, that will break open something that was hidden, that will reveal the truth you were not prepared to face, and God says, I am warning you because I love you. I am warning you because my anger is not against you but against the forces trying to steal you, to blind you, to keep you away from what is coming, and if you keep skipping, you will wound my heart, you will make me cry, not because I am weak but because I have loved you with everlasting love and I cannot force you to open the door. The angels are standing by with messages in their hands, with scrolls sealed and waiting to be opened. They are watching you right now, and Archangel Michael has lifted his sword over your atmosphere, guarding you, protecting you, but even he is weeping because of your delay, because every time heaven cried out you turned your face, and Michael knows the danger that is lurking in the shadows. He knows the enemy's attempt to confuse you, to separate you from what belongs to you, and he has been sent to block it, but God says he needs your attention, he needs you to stop skipping, he needs you to open this fully, because there is no more time for delay, the hourglass is almost empty and the grains of sand left are few. And the sudden moment that is about to happen will shock you. It will feel like the ground shaking under your feet, but God promises if you trust him, if you listen now, you will be safe, you will be held, you will be carried through the storm that is fast approaching. You have been feeling uneasy, you have noticed strange restlessness in your heart, and that was not coincidence. It was the Spirit warning you that change is near, and God says do not mistake this restlessness as ordinary, do not dismiss it as just emotion, It is the final nudge from heaven. It is the pull of eternity saying, pay attention, because heaven is closer than you think, the veil is thinner than you believe. And God is crying for you to not skip this, because if you do, you will miss what He has been arranging for you, the miracle that has been carried in silence, prepared in secret, waiting for the right moment, and that moment is now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, but now, because the unexpected is already moving, the sudden shift is already on its way, and heaven is aligning everything to bring you into awareness. God says, do you not see how much He has protected you already? How many nights danger tried to touch you but could not? How many times accidents were planned against you but angels blocked them? How many times people tried to betray you but heaven exposed them? Yet you still hesitate to believe that God is speaking to you now. You still think this might be for someone else. But God says this is only for you, no one else. This is a direct word placed in your path because of the love He has for you, and He is angry at your skipping not because He hates you but because He knows what you are risking by ignoring. He knows how close the attack is. He knows how near the miracle is. He knows how precious your destiny is. And if you walk away again you will break His heart, because He has already cried for you, He has already pleaded for you, He has already fought battles you never saw just to give you this moment. You must understand that when God says only 10 minutes left, He is not speaking as man speaks. He is declaring that a cycle is closing, a window is shutting, an appointed time is arriving, and in those final minutes heaven watches carefully to see your response, and if you respond with faith, doors will burst open, blessings will flood in, hidden enemies will be exposed. But if you respond with silence, the window may close and you may have to wait through storms that could have been avoided. And that is why God says, please do not ignore, please do not hurt Him by turning away, because He is crying over you, He is longing to hold you, to shield you, to bring you into the safety of His arms, and even now His Spirit hovers near you like a whisper, waiting for you to just say yes, to just open, to just listen, to just trust. God says to you now in a way that trembles through your heart, only 10 minutes are left before something shifts in your life, and you can already feel it because the words you are reading are not ordinary words, they are not casual messages on a screen, they are a living echo of the divine voice that has been whispering at you for so long. God is not angry the way people get angry. But God feels a deep ache when you keep skipping the signs sent to you, the small signals, the soft warnings, the gentle nudges that were meant to protect you. Every time you scrolled past the invitation to pray, every time you doubted the little tug in your soul, heaven noticed, but heaven also waited. And now God leans closer to you, crying not in rage but in grief because you have been carrying a weight you were never supposed to carry alone. The words you are reading are being given as an urgent wake-up, not to frighten you but to rescue you, to shake you gently out of the numbness that the world has wrapped around you. This is your moment to stop, breathe, and listen because the time is short and yet there is still grace available. God says the minutes are passing but your heart is still precious, your life is still guarded. Something unexpected is coming but not to destroy you. It is coming to reveal, to open, to shift what you thought could never change. You are safe when you trust the one who is speaking now. The voice that made the stars, the voice that called light out of darkness, is calling you out of despair, calling you out of fear. You have been living under the feeling that you're invisible, that no one really sees how much you give, how much you love, how much you endure, but heaven has been watching. Heaven has seen the nights when you prayed and no one knew. Heaven has seen the tears you wiped away so no one would notice. Heaven has seen the betrayals, the disappointments, the days when you felt like giving up. And heaven is now moving in your direction with power that you cannot see but that you will soon feel. God says you are not reading this by chance. Every second was arranged so that these words would find you exactly at the point where you're standing, because something new is about to be born in you. It feels urgent because it is urgent, not in the sense of panic but in the sense of birth. Something long delayed is breaking through. The reason God feels sorrow when you skip the signs is because skipping them delays your own relief, your own blessing, your own restoration. God is not against you, God is for you. God's anger is not about punishing you but about breaking the chains that are trying to hold you back. You are not too late. Even with only 10 minutes left, you are still within the window of mercy. You are still being invited to step under the covering of protection that never left you even when you thought you had been abandoned. Listen closely. The unexpected thing that is coming is an opening, an unveiling. The people who underestimated you, the ones who doubted you, the ones who took advantage of your kindness, are about to see a reversal. But the reversal starts inside you before it manifests outside you. God wants your trust. God wants your yes. God wants your heart to say, I will not skip this time. I will not ignore. I will not scroll past. I will pause. I will pray. In this pause heaven can move. In this pause the angels can intervene. In this pause the tears you've cried become the seeds of joy. The 10 minutes are symbolic of a narrow window, a final nudge before a new chapter begins. God says breathe and remember that you are loved. Remember that you are not a mistake. Remember that you are not forgotten. Remember that you are not cursed. Remember that the obstacles you are facing are not a sign of rejection but a sign that something powerful is on its way. Remember that in every great story there is a moment of urgency before the breakthrough, and you are in that moment now. Heaven cries not because you are bad but because you are precious. Heaven cries because you've been hurting, because you've been doubting, because you've been on the edge of giving up when you were so close to the answer. Heaven cries because it wants to pull you into safety before the storm hits, into light before the darkness deepens, into freedom before the chains tighten. Heaven cries but also rejoices because you are finally listening. God says you will not be harmed if you trust. Nothing will go wrong with you if you stay under the covering of prayer. You are safe, even now. The unexpected event will not destroy you but deliver you. It will expose the hidden plots against you and at the same time reveal hidden blessings for you. It will be both a shaking and a gift. You have to be ready in your heart. You don't have to understand everything, you just have to be willing. The prayer you whisper now, even in your own words, is enough to open the door. You don't need complicated rituals. You don't need someone else's permission. You just need to pause, breathe, and say, God, I'm listening. God, I trust you. God, I won't skip this time. And in that moment the heaviness begins to lift, the confusion begins to clear, the fear begins to dissolve. God says, as you read these words, feel the presence wrapping around you like a warm light. That is not your imagination. That is the reassurance you were asking for. That is the sign you kept saying you needed. That is heaven's way of saying, you are safe. You are not too late. You are loved. I am with you. You have been through seasons where it seemed like everything was against you, where you wondered if your prayers even mattered. But every prayer was stored. Every tear was counted. Every act of kindness you gave when no one saw was written down. And now the scales are tipping. Now the seeds you planted are about to sprout. Now the things that were hidden are about to be revealed. Now the protection you didn't even know you had is about to show itself openly. God says you are not alone in this room right now. Angels stand with you. Even if you can't see them, you can feel a shift in the atmosphere. That shift is real. That is the sign that heaven is moving on your behalf. Do not be afraid. Do not panic. Just breathe and trust. You will see, sooner than you think, that the unexpected thing you feared was actually the answer you prayed for in disguise. You will see that the delay was actually protection. You will see that the tears you cried were watering the soil of your next season. You will see that the voice you're hearing now is not to condemn you but to guide you. God says the time is short but the mercy is wide. Even if you have ignored 1,000 times before, this one time of listening is enough to shift everything. You have not ruined your chance. You have not missed your destiny. You have not disqualified yourself. This message is reaching you because heaven still has a plan, still has a future, still has hope for you. Trust the one who speaks. Pray, even if your prayer is just a whisper. Say yes, even if your yes is trembling. Heaven will do the rest. Heaven will protect you. Heaven will open the door you cannot open. Heaven will fight the battles you cannot fight. Heaven will lift the burden you cannot lift. Heaven will dry the tears you cannot stop. God says stay here a little longer in this awareness. Let the words sink deep. Let the fear drain away. Let the light fill you. Let the comfort wrap around you. This is the unexpected thing already beginning. This is the moment your heart starts to heal. This is the point where the angels lean closer. This is the hour where the tide turns. This is why heaven has been so insistent. Because you are precious. Because you are chosen. Because you are loved. God says you can rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you when you trust. You are safe. You are protected. You are held. You are seen. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not abandoned. You are deeply, irrevocably loved. The urgency is because the blessing is close. The crying is because heaven wants you home under its wings before the winds blow stronger. And the promise is that if you turn your heart now, if you pray now, if you listen now, you will find yourself carried through, delivered, restored, strengthened, and surprised by joy. God says even now, as you read to the end of this message, angels are moving on your behalf. The door you need opened is already unlocking. The danger you feared is already being turned aside. The heartbreak you thought would never heal is already being touched by divine hands. The confusion that clouded your mind is already clearing. The tears that fell from heaven are becoming the rain that makes your desert bloom. The time is short, but the love is endless. Do not skip this time. Do not ignore. Do not fear. Just breathe. Just pray. Just trust. And watch as what you thought was the end becomes the beginning. God is speaking to you in this very moment, and the vibration of His words is reaching into the depths of your heart even as your eyes pass over these sentences. Feel the trembling of the unseen realm around you. Feel how the air seems to grow heavier with meaning and how your spirit seems to be standing at the edge of something immense. This is not a coincidence, nor an accident of timing. God has been watching you, waiting for you, calling you, and right now He is bending close to whisper with urgency because He loves you more than you have ever understood. Only a few moments remain in which you must open yourself to Him fully. He is not speaking to frighten you but to wake you up from the haze of ordinary life, to shake you free from the chains of delay and avoidance that have wrapped around you. You have been skipping His call, telling yourself you will pray later, you will listen later, you will surrender later. But later is not promised. Later is already slipping away. God is crying because He sees the danger of your postponement. God is crying because He loves you and cannot bear the thought of you missing what He has prepared for you. Feel His voice right now like a current of light running through your veins. He is not a distant figure but the breath in your lungs, the warmth on your skin, the pulse in your chest. He is reaching through the noise of your thoughts to touch you with His reality. You may sense a trembling in your body or a stirring in your soul. This is not fear. This is the Holy Spirit moving upon you. Heaven's gates are open and the angels are leaning close because a decision is being made, a heart is opening, and that heart is yours. You are safe, but you must trust Him. You are loved, but you must receive that love. You are protected, but you must step under His covering. God's anger is not the rage of a tyrant, it is the desperate cry of a father who sees his child walking toward a cliff. He is angry at the darkness that tries to pull you away, angry at the lies that tell you there is no urgency. He is angry because you are precious, and precious things are fiercely protected. This is why He says only 10 minutes left. Not because He is counting down to punish you, but because there are windows of grace, openings in the fabric of your life, moments when heaven is closer than your breath. Right now is such a moment. Right now the window is wide open and light is flooding through. But windows close. Opportunities pass. Seasons shift. And God does not want you to miss the miracle that is already moving toward you. Something unexpected is about to happen, something that will alter the course of your life. This is not a threat, it is a promise. But to receive it you must open yourself. You must not skip this. You must not scroll away and tell yourself you will come back later. This is a sacred interruption. This is a divine emergency. This is your rescue in real time. If you will pause now and breathe, you will feel His presence surrounding you like a mantle. You will feel the angels who have been assigned to your life drawing near. You will sense the tears of God falling not in anger to destroy you, but in compassion to cleanse you. Those tears carry mercy, healing, restoration. They carry the breaking of chains you have carried for years. God knows every hidden burden, every secret wound, every disappointment and betrayal you have endured. He has watched you trying to hold yourself together, trying to keep walking even when your heart felt shattered. He has seen the times you prayed and felt nothing, the times you wanted to give up, the times you doubted He was even there. And yet He has never left you. Even now as you read these words He is standing at your side, hand extended, heart burning for you. You do not need to earn His protection, you only need to trust Him. You do not need to perform for His approval, you already have it because you are His creation, His child, His beloved. When He says pray to Him, He is not demanding ritual, He is inviting relationship. He is saying, talk to me. Pour out your heart. Let me carry what you cannot carry. Let me guide you where you cannot see. The storm around you may look fierce, but under His wings you are safe. The noise of the world may shout doom, but His voice is a still small whisper of peace. He is calling you now because He wants to lift you out of fear into trust, out of chaos into order, out of despair into hope. Imagine right now that He is taking your hands in His. Imagine the warmth of His palms, the strength of His grip. Hear Him say, I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. I have not given up on you. Hear him say, my plans for you are for good and not for harm, to give you a future and a hope. Hear him say, I am fighting battles you do not even know about. I am rearranging events behind the scenes. I am making a way where there seems to be no way. This is why you must not skip this. This is why you must pause and open your heart. This is why he is crying, not to shame you, but to reach you. He longs for you to know how deeply you are loved, how fully you are held, how completely you are forgiven. The angels around you are real. They have been sent to guard you. They have intervened in accidents you never knew you avoided. They have stood between you and harm more times than you can count. And now they are standing ready to deliver a message, to bring you into a season of unexpected blessing. God has prepared something for you that will surprise you. It may come as a sudden phone call, a letter, a financial provision, a healing in your body, a reconciliation with someone you thought you lost forever, a new path opening in your career or purpose. Whatever it is already in motion. But your heart must be open to recognize it. You must be ready to step through the door when it opens. You must not let fear or distraction make you miss it. Breathe again. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel the weight begin to lift. This is not just words on a screen, this is the living God reaching out to you. If tears are coming to your eyes, let them come. If you feel your heart pounding, let it pound. This is your soul responding to his call. Say yes to him in your own words. Whisper it out loud if you can, God, I hear you. I trust you. I will not skip this. I open myself to you. As you speak those words, a shift will happen. Heaven will lean even closer. Angels will begin to move. Doors will begin to unlock. Peace will begin to rise inside you like a quiet river. You will know you are not alone. God is not finished with you. The story of your life is not over. Even the parts you think are ruined can be restored. Even the mistakes you regret can be woven into something redemptive. His mercy is new every morning. His love endures forever. His faithfulness reaches to the skies. Do not let shame keep you from him. Do not let fear make you hide. He already knows everything about you and still chooses you, still wants you, still calls you his own. His arms are open. His heart is open. His future for you is open. And so, in this holy moment, receive his message: you are safe. You are loved. You are protected. You are being guided. Something unexpected and good is coming. Do not hurt God by ignoring his invitation. Do not wound your own future by closing your heart. Trust him. Pray to him. Walk with him. Even if you feel you have only a small mustard seed of faith, that is enough. He will meet you there. He will carry you the rest of the way. The countdown of 10 minutes left is a metaphor for urgency, not doom. It is heaven saying, now is the time. Do not delay. This is your moment. Stay in this presence a little longer. Let His words wash over you like rain. Let His love soak into the dry places of your soul. Let His peace settle your racing thoughts. And as you go forward from this moment, carry with you the assurance that God is with you, that nothing will go wrong with you outside His care, that you are safe under His wings, and that His plan is unfolding for your good. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Keep listening. You are seen. You are known. You are loved beyond measure. This is God's urgent message to you, and it is your lifeline into hope, healing, and a future brighter than you can imagine. God says to you in this very moment that He has been watching your heart and your thoughts, and He knows how often you have scrolled past His gentle whispers without realizing that those small nudges were His voice calling you closer. He says, "Child, I am speaking to you now because time is moving quickly and because I love you deeply. I am not here to frighten you but to awaken you. My heart burns with love for you, and every time you turn away, my love still remains." God is not a tyrant waiting to strike. He is a father who is crying for his beloved child to notice him. The words you are reading right now are like a window opening in a room that has been shut for too long, letting light and air flow back into your soul. God says He feels the distance between you and Him like a wound. He sees the distractions around you and He knows how hard life has been. He knows the nights you went to sleep with questions, the mornings you woke up with fear, the moments you whispered, "God, are you even there?" and felt only silence. But He was there. Every tear you shed was counted. Every prayer you thought was ignored was actually planted like a seed in His hands. And now He says to you, this is the moment when the seed begins to sprout. Do not skip this. Do not scroll past this. I am calling you by name. He says there is urgency not because He wants you to panic, but because there is something opening for you in the spiritual realm that will not stay open forever. Imagine a door of light swinging wide, waiting for you to walk through, but only for a short while before it closes again. He is holding that door open with His own hands. He says, you have about 10 minutes of your heart's attention right now before the noise of the world comes back. Use these 10 minutes. Listen to me. Let me speak to you. Let me heal you. Let me protect you. This is why you feel the sense of weight in these words. It is not manipulation. It is the echo of heaven pressing through into your ordinary moment. God says that something unexpected is indeed